Prologue after the curtain call. The drama ended for the world, but not for them. For Cha Eun-woo, Suho, and Moon Jae-young's Jugyeong. The story wasn't finished when the cameras stopped rolling. There were still arguments left unresolved, confessions unsaid, and moments of quiet love waiting to be lived. And if life had granted them those unseen chapters, they might have looked like this. Chapter 1, The Return. The airport was crowded, but all Suho saw was her. Jugyeong stood at the arrival gate, hair falling loosely around her shoulders, holding a small sign that simply said, "Welcome home." It was a ridiculous gesture. He wasn't a celebrity returning from a world tour, but his heart clenched anyway. He had been gone for years, studying abroad, chasing his father's shadow, carrying the weight of expectations too heavy for someone his age. He had written letters, sent texts, made calls. But nothing compared to this. Her smile trembling at the edges as if she wasn't sure whether to cry or laugh. When their eyes met, the noise of the airport vanished. "You're late," she teased softly when he reached her. "You waited," he replied. And just like that, it felt like they had never been apart. Chapter 2, The Ordinary Days. What dramas rarely show is the beauty of the ordinary. Mornings where Suho walked Jugyeong to her part-time job at the bookstore, their fingers brushing together before intertwining. Afternoons where they argued over which convenience store snack was superior. Evenings where they sat on the rooftop of her house, gazing at the city lights, shoulders pressed together in silence. But ordinary didn't mean easy. Suho still carried scars, not the visible kind, but the kind that whispered doubts into his ear late at night. Was he enough for her? Could he give her the happiness she deserved after everything she'd endured? And Jugyeong. Though her makeup brush no longer felt like armor, insecurities still crept in, especially when strangers whispered or when old classmates resurfaced online to remind her of her past. In those moments, Suho would cup her face, makeup or not, and say, "You're Jugyeong. That's enough." And somehow, she believed him. Chapter 3, The Shadow of Seo-jun. No continuation of their story could ignore Han Seo-jun. He had been the second lead, the almost lover, the one who stood by Jugyeong when Suho left. And though he had told himself and her that he'd moved on, shadows don't vanish easily. The first time they ran into him again, it was at a music award show. Suho and Jugyeong were seated together, hands intertwined, when Seo-jun took the stage. The crowd roared for him, and for a moment Jugyeong's eyes softened with something Suho couldn't quite name. Later that night, they crossed paths backstage. Seo-jun's smile was polite, his words courteous,